So, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. Just me chilling in the garden. Well, I'm doing repair work following what... thing about the UK is you pretty much have every single season, every single day at the moment. So you might wake up and look out the window and think, oh, it's summer. Get into your summer clothes, and then by the time you get outside, it's like winter.
What a clown. What's up, guys? True Crime King back. All right. I was checking out this harsh guy again, this clown, because I knew I was gonna find something. There were so many videos that I could do on this guy. So eventually I'm going to, but he does the same thing. I mean, I just passed a video that said Alex Murdaugh could be innocent, right? This guy is the biggest clickbaiter probably on YouTube, right? The first comment on this video, it talks about how this video is all clickbait, right? It's just ridiculous. Harsh cannot even make a decision on his own without saying, but some guys believe he's so indecisive, he's so afraid to make a decision on his own. It's just laughably funny. He doesn't want to lose this audience, and he doesn't want to lose this audience. You know what I mean? It's just what a clown, man. This guy is just, just not a good... He doesn't know what he's doing, to be quite frank. He just doesn't. You ever heard the phrase, fake it till you make it? Well, that couldn't go any better to another person but Harsh, okay? He's just out here faking it. You know what I mean? This one's titled, Did Brian Kohberger Attempt to Set Up Brent Kopaka? Okay? Now, I want you to... Well, here we go.
Anyway, enough about the weather. You're looking amazing, by the way, and it's Sunday. Back to the doldrums of work tomorrow for most people. So, look, let's enjoy what there is left of the weekend. I first of all just want to, once again, like I said in the community feed, for those of you who have access, I appreciate not everyone does, but because of you guys and the support to this channel, we were able to give... She has come out of a relationship. She has...
Oh my God, Harsh, get on with the video.
In a position that many people in the UK are at the moment, with the cost of living is just rising.
Jesus.
Away in the summer to make some memories that they will hopefully never, where we can. So again, because of you, thank you. Anyway, straight into the meat and potatoes. What we are going to be, just, it's a question. It's a question, because I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and
this guy acts like this, right? He's standing with like a dumb clown with his self-appointed icon hat, right? I mean, no one else calls him an icon. He calls himself an icon, right? That just shows you how narcissistic this guy is. Standing in front of a freaking bush. You can barely hear him with all these birds going. I mean, what are you doing, Harsh? What are you doing here? We're 2 minutes into the video, and he hasn't said one word about anything. And remember, the title is, Did Brian Kohberger Attempt to Set Up Brent Kopaka? This video is only 7 minutes long. There's 5 minutes left.
They raised a very valid point, and it was about Brian Kohberger. And
whoa!
Look, the fact of the matter remains is that the guy either did it, or he didn't. But to be sort of right, you have to accept the fact that, yeah, the guy could have just done it. But there is a question in that, and that is with regard...
You see what I mean? How he just tries to go down the middle? so he can't be wrong, right? He can't make a freaking decision. Some of these videos, he's saying he thinks Brian Kohberger did it, and then he goes right back to the other side and says, oh, he needs his due process, which, again, Harsh has no idea what that even means. This isn't my first Harsh video. And it's just, he's so fake. Like, I've gotten emails from this guy. He's a total narcissist. And then he comes on here and acts like this.
Regards to his choice of weapon. The K-bar knife that for many, they believe that this was the knife that was chosen. Now, what I will just say is this, look, even though we hear that there's this K-bar sheath that was left...
Okay, real quick, I want you guys to remember, before the murders, Brian Kohberger went out and bought a K-bar knife on Amazon, okay? Bought a K-bar knife.
Left at the scene, the potential that it had his DNA on it, and, you know, so on and so forth. Let's just take a step back and understand that at no point has it been confirmed that this was indeed the weapon that was used.
What are you, stupid, Harsh? It has been confirmed that's about... What do you mean? You know what I mean? The bodies have holes, stab wounds in them from a K-bar knife. There was a K-bar knife sheath under Madison's body. What the hell are you even talking about, Harsh? This guy's so stupid. Hasn't been confirmed.
We don't even know, because it's never been confirmed, that the aforementioned sheath belongs to the murder weapon. That is a conclusion that just many of us have made, because of that's the limited information that we have. And there,
you see how this guy has zero brain cells, right? The coroner and the medical examiner, they already know. They told the cops it was a freaking K-bar knife for sure, because they looked up how a K-bar knife online and saw the dimensions after they found the sheath, and they saw the stab wounds, and guess what? It's a perfect match. Hello? I mean, what is he even talking about?
there is actually information out there that I've talked about previously that alludes to the fact that there could in fact be multiple weapons or a varying version of that weapon.
No, there can't be multiple murder weapons, Harsh. There can't be. All four of them were stabbed with the same exact knife. It was a K-bar knife. You know what I mean?
But the K-bar in particular, it raises to me as to why Kohberger would have chosen this weapon in particular. And does it go some way, if he is indeed the guy who did this, as part of his plan, was it to indeed set someone else up?
And, you know, this guy is also a flip-flopper. He just tries to finagle his way around so he can try and please both audiences. But that just makes you look so dumb, right? I mean, grow some balls, Harsh. Either pick a side, man. You can't keep just flip-flopping. I mean, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to be an icon, right? Nobody's going to call you an icon if you can't even make a decision on your own. Be a big boy, okay? Come on.
Because when you go through the court documents and you look at the search warrants that they obviously raise, there is a store that sells knives. So one may be led to believe that perhaps if he did indeed source a weapon to do this heinous act, then it could have been through a store such as this. But what I find in...
Why would Kohberger go to a knife store right next to, or right near the place he's going to kill people with a knife? I mean, come on, right? We already know, like I just told you, Kohberger bought the K-bar knife on Amazon. Okay? Fuck it, I'll pull up the article right now. It's enough of fucking harsh. Right? Fucking read the article's better anyway. I told you I already had it up. The title of the article: Brian Kohberger bought K-bar knife from Amazon months before deadly stabbings of Idaho students. Brian Kohberger bought a K-bar knife and knife sheath from Amazon 7 months before he allegedly stabbed 4 University of Idaho students to death. Let's see. Reported the 28-year-old. NBC's Dateline special, The Killings on King Road, reported that the 28-year-old killer shot online for the military-style knife in April 2022. At the time, he was still studying for his master's. He graduated. The report indicates that Mr. Kohberger took the knife with him when he moved to Pullman. Let's see here. On November 13th, he allegedly used either that knife or similar one to stab Madison Mogan. Investigators tied Mr. Kohberger to the murders after the killer left the K-bar knife sheath behind at the scene next to Mogan's body. DNA found on the sheath matched that of 28-year-old PhD student Brian Kohberger, according to the criminal affidavit. The murder weapon itself has never been found. Former FBI profiler Gray Cooper told Dateline that the knife purchase coming months before the murders indicates that the suspect had a fantasy of thinking about committing crimes for a long time with that knife, prior to the moment he allegedly used it. The NBC special also revealed for the first time that Mr. Kohberger's own family allegedly had suspicions of his possible involvement prior to his arrest, and that he may have broken into another female student's home in the lead up to the murders. The 28-year-old, he broke into another student's home before the murders. The 28-year-old criminologist Brian Kohberger had befriended the woman after he moved to Pullman, according to a source. One day, the woman returned to her apartment and found that somebody had broken in and moved items around the home, but that nothing was missing. Since nothing was taken, the woman decided not to call the police, but instead called her new friend, Mr. Kohberger, and asked him to come over. Mr. Kohberger allegedly offered to install a video security system inside her home, and the woman agreed. Following its installation, investigators believe Mr. Kohberger used the security cameras to spy on the woman, as knowing her Wi-Fi password, he was able to tap into the cameras when within close proximity to the apartment. So he was freaking stalking this girl. So he was graduating from, voyeurism, right? And breaking into homes to murder. Mr. Cooper told Dateline that the incident was a step in progression for Mr. Kohberger to move from breaking into a home when no one was from breaking into a home when no one was in to allegedly breaking in when multiple people were home at the King Road address. In the Dateline episode, sources also revealed that Mr. Kohberger's own sister was growing suspicious that her brother could have been responsible for the murders. His own sister thought that Kohberger could have been responsible for the killings. What does that tell you guys, right? When the family gathered to spend the holidays together. In mid-December, Mr. Kohberger left Pullman, Washington to travel cross-country with his father back to the family home in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania for the holidays. During this time at home, his family members noticed that he was behaving bizarrely. The source said that Mr. Kohberger was constantly wearing latex gloves, including inside their home. Hello? So he wasn't just wearing them to take the trash out. He was wearing them all the time now, after the murders. Even inside the home. This is coming from his sister. That's how we know this. To you people that will say, what are you talking about? You dumb clowns. Like, during the time at home, he was, one of the two older sisters began to wonder if he could have played a part in the murders. And at one point, she raised concerns with her other family members. So his other sister talked to all of his family about if Brian could have committed the murders without Brian present, right? I mean, don't you think that's a big red flag if your own family member, all your family members are going behind your back and talking about you, that you could possibly be the murderer? That's a huge fucking red flag. That's the biggest red flag that you can possibly have. You know what I mean? She loudly pointed out that at the time of the murders, her brother was living just a few miles from the crime scene and that he drove a white Hyundai Elantra. Hello? The make and the color of the vehicle at the center of the investigation, along with his bizarre tendency to wear latex gloves all the time. She believed that the family should consider that Mr. Kohberger might have killed the 4 victims. Mr. Kohberger's father allegedly defended his son and insisted he could not have been involved. Well, of course, okay? It's his father. But her suspicions were so great, Brian's sister, that at one point, several family members searched Brian Kohberger's white Elantra for possible evidence. By that point, police said Mr. Kohberger had already been spotted cleaning his car with bleach, and so the family members didn't find anything of note. He had already been spotted cleaning it with bleach and cleaning the car, right? And some of you guys are saying, how was there no DNA? He fucking cleaned his car with bleach. Hello. He was seen doing it. God. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is not clear if Mr. Kohberger was aware of his family members' suspicions. Okay, let's see here. Soon after, law enforcement swooped on the family home and arrested him for the murders. After they got his trash and they found his DNA. The latex gloves couldn't protect him from everything, right? They still got his fucking DNA. And there's one other thing I wanted to make sure everybody knows. They found a pillow that had blood stains on it, and I want to see what else. Here we go. New details have also emerged during the initial search of his apartment and a rental storage unit. The court documents show that 2 items found in his apartment tested positive for blood. The 2 items were a mattress cover on the bed and an uncased pillow. So a pillow without a case. Both of which had visible reddish-brown stains. The documents do not reveal who the blood belongs to. But, hello, you know what I mean? Along with all the other evidence, right? And like I said, all he had to do was put, let's say a mattress cover down in his trunk, or a shower curtain that he was missing, right? When he was done the murders, throw everything on there, if that's in the trunk, right? Wrap everything in either the shower curtain or the mattress cover, and then you don't have any fucking DNA or blood anywhere else. Hello? But, yeah, I just wanted to share that article and just show you how harsh is just a flip-flopper as well. It's just more videos on harsh are coming. So, as well as crime circusy. But that's it for today, guys. True Crime King. Have a great day. And until next time, True Crime King out.